And Chag Sameach, happy Passover. My name is Ariella Halevi, and it's an honor to join with all of you for Passover yoga. I'd like to introduce this idea of Passover yoga as a way to come into your body, your mind, and your spirit this morning and during our Passover season. To really explore, especially in light of the coronavirus and what we are all going through, to explore the ways in which we can release Mitzrayim, which Mitzrayim in Hebrew, in English, really means tightness and constraint and lack of freedom. So in this yoga class today, we're going to explore water. Water is the symbol for new life. It's the symbol for spring. It's the symbol for the in the Passover story, when the Israelites crossed the Sea of Reeds, the water parted and the Israelites came to freedom. So we're going to explore all of this symbolism as we enter into our yoga class today. I always invite you to listen to your own body. If you'd like to do yoga in a chair, you can. If you'd like to come onto the floor, if you have a mat, great. You really don't need anything. All you really need is your breath, and that is the most important thing. So closing the eyes, let's just come in for a moment and close the eyes and taking a deep breath in and a long exhale out. And even as we begin to breathe, we can use our breath as we inhale and as we exhale. We can use our breath as this great expander, as the liberator, as a symbol of freedom itself. So breathing in and begin to just kind of come into your body and notice how present you feel. Notice any tightness. Notice especially any anxiety and stress that has overcome our bodies in this time. And begin to allow the breath to just wash it away. So release the shoulders down the back. Allow the belly to be soft, the hips to release, and just allow the body to be inhaled and exhaled. So it's this natural inhale and a natural exhale. It's this miraculous breathing, inhale and exhale. And so as we continue inside of our bodies, we bring up this idea of mayim, water in Hebrew. Mayim has the potential for new life. And just as you breathe inside of your body, begin to listen to the flow of water inside of your own body. Mayim in Hebrew sounds like ma'im, what if? What if we felt deeper freedom inside of stress and anxiety, inside of constraint? What if we listened to our bodies and allowed the flow of new life to come in one breath at a time? What if we allowed our cells, the muscles, the blood, the nerves, the organs, to relax and release even in the face of the unknown? What if we really truly felt what our ancestors felt in their times of slavery, in the time of unknown, and in the time of miraculous freedom? And so taking your hands to your heart center and asking yourself, what if? What if we allowed this symbol of water to flow through us, to let us breathe, to let us soften, and to let us open our bodies in order to open our souls today and every day? And so breathing in and letting it all go. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and coming to a standing position. And our poses today will consist of a flow. So every yoga class is different. Today we're going to take our feet wide and begin to, not too wide, about greater than hips distance, and begin to practice and create flow in our bodies. So what does that look like for you? So maybe your hands are at your hips and you're beginning to make large hip circles and beginning to open yourself to the flow of water inside of your hips. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out, and let's switch sides. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then maybe we use our breath as we move our bodies. So let's stand in our wide straddle, and let's take our hands. As we inhale, we move our hands up, and then exhale, release our hands down, just opening our bodies to this flow. Inhale and exhale. Another deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale as you allow the breath to flow down through your feet and into the earth. And again, begin to figure out how your body wants to move. So maybe we take our feet a little bit closer and we begin to twist side to side, opening up any tension in the body. Taking a deep breath in, closing your eyes if you'd like, and a long breath out. And as you close your eyes, we begin to sweep out places inside of the body that are tight, anxious, stressed, or need a little bit more love and attention. So I invite you to imagine the word ahava, love, just paying attention and sending love to all those places inside of the body that need more love and attention. Inhaling ahava, exhaling, sweeping out fear, stress, and anxiety. Inhale again, ahava, and exhale, coming to center. Taking a deep breath, we'll take our hands to the inside of our thighs, so my fingers are facing each other. We'll do a little cat-cow. So inhale, round the spine, dropping the head. Exhale, opening the heart center. Another deep inhale. And a long exhale. Again, tapping into your body. Inhale, releasing any tension. Exhale, becoming present with what is inside of our bodies. Inhale and exhale. Another deep inhale, rolling up to stand, taking our hands all the way up to the sky. So we're going to exhale and take our breath out as we exhale. So inhale deeply, taking your hands up. Exhale, bending the knees, let it fall forward. This is a great release when you feel like you're stuck at home and you need to just release some tension. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the head. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the head. One more time. Inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, drop the knees. Let's take our feet about wide. Let's take it in a wide straddle. So my toes are turned slightly and my heels are out. And we're going to take a forward fold here. So now you're going to probably feel your hamstrings begin to stretch open. Just be gentle with your body. You can take your head towards the mat if you'd like, or you can leave yourself in a flat back. And we're just going to start playing with it here. Bending the right knee and bending the left. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. So perhaps you begin to take your hands to the right and over to the left in a figure 8. I like to drop my head here and just let myself go. Let your body do what it needs to do to release tightness and enter freedom. Taking another deep breath in and a long breath out. And one more time. Inhale and a long exhale. Clasping the hands behind us. Maybe you leave your hands on your back, or for a deeper sensation, begin to open the shoulders and drop the head. So paying attention to your toes on the mat and really letting your head drop if it's in your practice. Take a deep breath here and a long exhale out. Imagine wringing out any tension in the shoulders, any mitzrayim, tightness, any ways that we feel our bodies are enslaved. Take another deep breath in and exhale, dropping the hands, slowly heel toeing your feet together, almost together. We'll take about hips width distance apart and slowly rolling up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, taking the hands up to the sky. And exhale, coming to Tadasana, mountain pose. Closing your eyes for a moment as we head into our emotional body. So we just swept out and cleared out our physical body. And as we head into places inside of our body that hold our emotions as a way of releasing, we just imagine the word shalom, peace. And so as we continue with our poses, I'm going to invite you to imagine peace, shalom, entering into your emotions, asking your body, asking yourself, how do I feel? How do I feel in Mitzrayim? How do I feel in freedom? And then inhale, taking our hands up to the sky. Exhale, a forward fold. You can bend your knees all the way down to the earth. So I'm going to take my feet all the way out again into a wide straddle. And then we're going to inhale, place our left hand on the mat, and exhale, taking the right hand up to the sky for a nice twist. And taking a deep breath here, and notice how your emotions have been. If your body could tell you how you feel. We often don't feel our emotions. Sometimes they're too scary. So imagine water flowing through your body. And then exhale, coming down and switching sides as you open to any fear, stress, anything that comes up for you now. And imagine the word shalom sweeping away emotions that no longer serve you, old behaviors, old wounds that need to be released. Exhale, coming down. Turning our toes, so our right toes come to the front of the mat. The back heel is up into a low crescent lunge. You can always take your left knee on the floor. We're going to inhale here, and we're going to take our right hand up to the sky for another little twist. Again, you can be right here on the floor, or you can twist in your chair. Take a deep breath. We're going to paint the sky. So inhale, exhale. Right hand comes all the way down under the right knee. Again, inhale, reach it up. Exhale as we imagine water flowing through our emotional body. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, releasing it down. Taking the hands on either side of the right leg, the right foot. We're going to inhale, squeeze everything in. So the back knee comes in and we're rounding our spine. Exhale, open up, just like cat-cow, opening up our hearts. Inhale, squeezing it in. Exhale, opening up. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 last breath. Inhale, reach it in. Exhale, flow it out. Turning towards the front of our mat. So we're going to go all the way to the back side of our mat. Our left leg is forward. The right heel is up into a low crescent lunge. Always the knee can be right here on the floor. We're going to paint the sky again. So left hand comes up to the sky As we exhale, left hand comes under the left knee. As you do this on your own, we'll do it 4 times. As we exhale, imagine this word shalom opening up the spaces inside of our bodies where we hold our tight emotions. Imagine opening to feel the fear that the Israelites felt as they crossed the sea. To feel the fear that we may feel during our tense and scary and unknown time. Take a deep breath. Take both hands on either side of the left leg and squeeze it in, cat-cow. And exhale, opening to any fear. Inhale, acknowledging the fear. Exhale, letting water flow it open and away. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Slowly turning ourselves all the way back to the front of the mat. So the right toes are forward again. We're going to take our hands on either side of the right foot and come into our first downward facing dog. So the right foot will meet the left and our hips lift up. If this pose is too much on your body, you can always come to all 4s. Otherwise, reaching up, feeling your body, feeling the hamstrings, opening the shoulders, maybe walking out your dog. So the right heel and the left heel comes down, bending the knees, inhaling and exhaling. Another deep inhale and a long exhale. Taking the right leg to the sky. So if you're on all 4s, you're just going to take the right leg up. Otherwise, we're going to take our right leg up. So how does your body want to move? Maybe you keep the hip closed, or maybe you open the hip and begin to bend the knee. Take another deep breath in and a long breath out, and then slowly take the right leg down. Inhale, lifting the left leg, really reaching it up to your ability. So maybe the hip is closed or we open it and bend it. Take a long deep breath in and a long breath out and bring the right leg down. When you're ready, inhale, right foot comes forward. Back foot is going to square this time, 45 degrees in. Left hand comes over the head for warrior 2. So feeling the strength in the warrior 2 pose. My right knee is coming out to that right pinky toe, opening the shoulders, feeling the groundedness of the pose while you reach your heart open. As we begin to flow in our warrior 2 sequence, I'm going to invite you to imagine the word Shekhinah. Shekhinah is the divine feminine presence of God. The Shekhinah is going to help sweep away in our minds any tightness in our thoughts, any rigidity, any control, any ways in which we are not free in our thoughts and our mind. So as we breathe in, we allow the mind to soften. And then we inhale, reverse our warrior. Right hand comes to the sky. Left hand just gently places on the left thigh. Take a deep breath here. I'll introduce our flow and then we'll go a little bit faster. Exhale, side angle pose. Right elbow to right thigh. Left hand lifts. Again, if this is too much for you, you can be right here or you can always straighten the leg to get a little bit of comfort and rest. Taking a deep breath here. Woo, almost lost my balance. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. The left hand comes down all the way around to the back of your mat. Warrior 2 to the back of your mat. So begin to play with it. The left toes are forward. The back toes are 45 degrees in. And then opening to your warrior 2. Again, if you are in a chair, you're just going to let your knees come out. Left knee comes out, right leg is straight. It's a beautiful warrior two in a chair. It's really easy to do. Take a deep breath here and reverse your warrior, letting the mind go. So if you're a head person, if you're always in your thoughts in your head, allow the divine feminine presence of God to sweep away the thoughts that no longer serve us. And then exhale, side angle pose, left elbow to left thigh, right hand lifts. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, right hand reaches down, turning towards the front of your mat. Right foot forward, warrior two. So here we are again. Take a deep breath in and reverse your warrior. Right hand lifts. Exhale, side angle pose, right elbow to right thigh. If you'd like to take your hand over your head, you can, or you can take it to the sky. Take a deep breath in, check out your right knee and make sure it's towards your pinky toe. Exhale, left hand comes down and around, warrior two to the back. Take a deep breath in, left foot is forward. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand comes up. Take another deep breath in. Side angle pose, left elbow to left thigh. Right hand lifts or it's over your head. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down. We're just touching our warrior two here. And then exhale, place both hands on either side of the right foot. So my back heel has come up. We're gonna come into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Downward facing dog, the right foot meets the left. Inhale here. Exhale, coming to your knees and coming into child's pose. So taking the hips to your heels and breathing. If you're in a chair, you can always go to the back of your chair and stretch out in your downward facing dog. Inhale here and a long exhale. We're going to do a little child's pose flow. So you can stay right here, or you can inhale and round your spine just like cat-cow. Exhale, then opening your body, your heart, and coming into an upward facing dog. If this is too much on your body, you can be on the floor for a baby cobra. Otherwise, inhaling here, opening the heart center and imagining a beautiful feather. So the night before Passover, it's traditional to take a feather and imagine sweeping out your whole house of chametz, of the bread products that we don't eat on Passover. And so we're going to imagine now in this portion of our yoga class, a feather as we come into child's pose, a feather sweeping out anything that prevents us from connecting to our soul, our neshama. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, child's pose flow, opening yourself up. And then coming back to child's pose. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, child's pose flow, opening the heart. And coming back to center. Take a nice long inhale in your child's pose. Maybe you take your knees wide and your toes touching and reach back into your child's pose for an extended child's pose. And take a deep breath and find your silent space within. Our silence connects us to the water, the openness, the flow, and the rebirth inside of our bodies, and really reaches us right into the center of our soul. Breathe in, no matter what we're going through. We are always deeply connected to our soul. That never changes. Our bodies may change, our thoughts, but our emotions especially change. But one thing that stays constant is your soul. No one and nothing can ever change your soul. And so breathing deeply, coming back to all fours, coming into a downward facing dog just for a moment, stretching open, taking a deep breath in, bending the knees, looking forward, and walking or floating to the front of our mats. Inhale, a halfway lift. I like to take my hands to the shins and create a flat back and engage my core. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. And then slowly roll up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. And again, mountain pose, Tadasana. So coming into your mountain pose, taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. And as we head into the next portion of our yoga class, we'll head into a couple balancing poses. This is where I invite you to become open, still, and deeply connected to the silence within. And so just for a moment, although water is always flowing, there is a peacefulness inside of water. You know, it just goes with the flow and the current of life. And so I invite you to find your flow within your silent spaces. And take a deep breath. As we head into tree pose, we imagine, you can take a wall, by the way, anywhere in your home, you can take a wall or a chair to hold on. And we imagine that in tree pose that we have roots going all the way down to the earth, grounding us. And then we can start our tree pose. So the right toes will come either here to the shin, to the floor, or to the shin. You can lift it up. You just want to skip over your knee to protect your knee. You can take your hand down and allow it to come up. So falling, you can always fall. And then take your hands to your heart. So what I like to do here is squeeze my right foot into my left thigh. That helps me engage the core and open the heart center. And so we can take this kavanah, this intention, that although the branches and the leaves of the trees, they flow and they fall and they change, the trunk is always the same. The trunk is our essence as it goes down into the earth. The roots, they're stable. If you think of a strong tree outside your window, it's stable. So become stable and centered like the tree. And then exhale, coming all the way down and shaking it out. And we'll go to the next side. So again, you decide where your toes want to be. And we'll come all the way up into the inner thigh. You might find, like I just did, that one side is a little bit more wobbly than the other. Again, engaging the core will help. And then maybe you take your branches and your leaves and bring them all the way up. And a tree needs water to grow. So we imagine our openness and our freedom, allowing our trees to become stable and then also sway with new growth. Taking a deep breath in and then exhale, coming all the way down. And we'll head towards the floor for the sake of time. So I'm going to invite you to a bridge pose. So lying on your back, and we're going to line our back and our feet are about hips width distance apart. Our knees are bent. We're going to slowly, as you inhale, I invite you to feel a pelvic tilt. So the low back imprints on the floor first. And then an exhale lifts the knees and the hips up, only as far as your body says yes. So perhaps you stay here, or maybe you clasp your hands underneath you and roll your shoulder blades underneath your body. And breathe deeply. I like to imagine that there's a beach ball in between my thighs, so you squeeze a little bit as you lift up. Take a deep breath in. Feel the freedom in this pose. This is a shoulder opening, a hip opening, really an open, beautiful pose for Passover. Another deep breath in and a long breath out. One more breath. Inhale. And a long exhale, release the pose. Taking your knees into your chest for a moment, giving it a really nice squeeze, maybe rocking side to side. So you may find that with the stress of our unknown world, that your body has become extremely tight. I invite you to practice yoga daily for just 5 to 10 minutes a day. To open the tight places that makes rhyme inside of our bodies will help you open to your soul essence. Let's take happy baby pose. Taking the insteps of the feet, or you can take your shins or your thighs. So just like a baby, if you have one at home, or you've probably seen one, the baby likes to rock side to side. You too can stretch out your spine by rocking side to side if it feels comfortable and good for you. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. One last time, inhale and exhale. Coming to a reclined butterfly pose. Taking the soles of your feet together, and then the knees splay out wide. I like to take my hand to my belly and my heart and feel your beating heart. You can do this in a chair and just feel the fact that you're alive and breathing. And find a sense of gratitude to the divine for all the ways in which your breath works and flows. And then when you're ready, lying on your mat or coming to a comfortable seated position. So you can lie down in Shavasana. This is our final resting pose. I'm going to come seated so we can join together in a guided meditation. So this is your time to really let all the yoga we just did to infuse inside of your body. This is the most important pose. And so I invite you to come to that lying down position if you'd like, just feeling your body on the earth and closing your eyes and taking a long breath in and a long breath out. And imagine that you're walking along a beautiful shoreline, listening to the waves of the ocean go forward and in and out along the shore. Feeling the warmth upon your skin, feeling a gentle breeze upon your face. Taking a long, deep breath in and again watching the ebb and flow of the water. As you walk along the shore, you begin to notice the tighter places inside of you. It's as if the water is shining a light upon all the ways in which there's an invitation to release. And so as the water shines a light upon any darkness inside of our bodies, our emotions, or our minds, we begin to allow the water to part. And as the water parts, we begin to notice that it's safe to walk through just like our ancestors walked to freedom. We begin to notice that it is safe to walk through the parted waters. And as we slowly walk through, each step releases and opens us to our most divine truth. And so as we walk, we start to feel old wounds release. We begin to notice that the fear of the unknown feels better when we stay present with our breath, one moment at a time. We begin to possibly notice that those tight, stiff places inside of our bodies become more soft, more open, more calm. And as we continue to walk, we begin to notice that there are racing thoughts, our intense fears, our what ifs begin to become what if life is beautiful? What if There is freedom in the unknown. What if every breath is a gift? What if we release the old ways and open to new ways? What if, as we enter the end of the water parting, what if we allowed our divine soul to lead the way? What if the soul was in control? What if the divine was present all the time? And what if we were all one? Take a few moments in your silent Shavasana, pondering the what if and the mayim, the water within you. And continuing in your silent Shavasana if you'd like, or slowly turning over onto your right side, curled up in a fetal position. And beginning to slowly make your way to a comfortable seated position. Again, you can stay right where you are. If you'd like to join me, you can take your hands to your heart center. And we always end our Jewish yoga with Oseh Shalom, making peace within our bodies, our minds, and our souls, and bringing that out into the world to shine light upon the dark places. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Taking our hands to the center of our third eye, just our center for divine intuition. And the light in me honors the light in you. Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom tonight. And I wish you peace and joy and light. And I will see you next week in yoga. Thank you.